Well, g'day there, podcaster. What a fun chat with Mr. Hamish Blake. Always very easy to talk to, but I think my favourite thing in interviews is when people talk about what they're not there to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's funny that he's there to talk about one TV show.
Yeah,
and we end up spending the whole time talking about a different TV show, which I am a big fan of.
And like realistically, like it's great to catch up with Hamish, but like he's like being paid to promote the TV show Lego Masters.
Yeah.
And instead, he gave a hell of a show to it. The one I hadn't heard of called Alone. You'll find out all about it in this podcast.
Our next guest is living every kid's dream job. He's back on our screens for the 4th season of Lego Masters to host, commentate, and, well, play with Lego.
Long build. I'll get back to it.
Please welcome Hamish.
Hamish, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, boys. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
So damn good. For the first time in the show's history, the teams will be heading out of the studio to do some Lego builds in nature. Is this going to be like your two favourite shows, Lego Masters meets Survivor?
Oh, I was going to say, is it Lego Masters meets Alone? Which is a bit more niche, has a bit more SBS.
Do you watch Alone? Because I've just started. There's 6 seasons of it. We started it. I just had 2 weeks off for work. I just started the first season. I'm up to season 3 already. It is such a good show. Hey.
I am obsessed with Alone. I know I'd be terrible on it, but if you still believe the fantasy that maybe you could do okay. Yeah. I mean, for people that aren't aware of what Alone is,
I'm going to put my hand up and say, like, I'm so glad Ben watched that show because that went right over my head. But yeah, what's the go on that one? I know you're not here to promote that show.
I got no qualms in doing a solid 20 on Alone if you guys want to go.
Me too.
What's the go?
So Alone is a US show, but there's like Swedish, Norwegian versions and stuff now. I think there's an Aussie one coming out. It's on SBS, and you get dropped. There's 10 people. They get dropped in the woods. They have 10 items, and it's just last person standing. And you film yourself.
So there's no camera crew
the whole time.
Yeah,
no camera crew, no assistance, and you have a satellite phone when you just can't handle it anymore. When you're like basically starving or freezing to death, you hit the SOS button and they'll come pick you up. So if you make it to be the last person, you get $500,000.
Yeah. Is it like Cloverfield though? Is it all shaky the whole time?
But it's funny because you can tell they get taught how to use the camera as the seasons go on.
Although I've noticed though, like the first season was pretty dodgy, and then by the second and third, you can tell they're giving them more instruction on how to like default the lens. And then I was talking about this
basic framing. Framing. Like, make sure you're in the shot.
I was talking to my dad about Alone yesterday because I know he watches it as well, and then he said, "Have you seen Naked and Afraid?" Which is like where they drop him off and they've got no clothes. It's
you know what? There's a new one. There's a new one that I haven't watched yet. I think it's just started on SBS. It's an Alone spin-off, so same franchise. It's called Alone the Beast. This one, there's only 3 people. They can work together, but they have nothing. None of the 10 items, like no knife, no tarp, no like fishing line. Yeah. They just have a dead moose. And they have to like survive just like using the bones and the antlers and the fur and stuff from the dead moose. I mean, we're just completely going full circle.
That's amazing.
That sounds good. Well, look, not as good though as Lego Masters, which is what we're here to talk about.
No dead moose. All Lego.
Look, we don't make them film themselves. We got a whole crew for that. It's an absolute walk in the park.
No one's naked.
It's a real slick operation.
It's family fun. Everyone can enjoy it.
Yep. I mean, if you walk into the control room, that's Naked and Afraid. Like off the set, it's wild. But on the floor, making the show, it's all above board.
We also, not only is it above board, we know it's COVID safe. Apparently all the bricks for the show are cleaned and sanitized. We also read, though, that there's like 3.8 million bricks. So is it really someone's job to go around the brick pit and clean 4 million Lego bricks?
Yep. Get in there with a Q-tip. I don't want to see a spot left on this. No, they go through a wash. They go through a bath. So
like a washing machine.
We have made it slightly easier for someone than the old school, like, boot camp, do it with a toothbrush. And I want to be able to eat my dinner off that brick. So after they've been handled, they go through like a wash to re-sanitize them.
That's good. Well, look, I can't help but feel like I want to watch Alone after this chat.
I want to watch that Beast one. That sounds incredible.
But
also Lego
make
Masters.
sure you watch Lego Masters tonight,
Look.
7:30 p.m. on Channel 9 and 9 Now.
In my humble opinion, it's easily in the top 3 shows that are available to watch on TV at the moment. I think we know full well that Alone and Alone the Beast have occupied positions 1 and 2. But if you ask for something that won't raise as many questions with the kids, as to like the grim ethics of survival, definitely Lego Masters is the pick.
Yeah, for sure. Hamish Blake, always an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for the chat. And that's the end of the podcast. What do you watch Alone on?
Binge.
All right.
It's also, I think, SBS just got it as well. So if you don't have Binge, you can get it on SBS.
SBS On Demand is actually pretty good interface. Yeah, it seems like for an Australian thing.
But because obviously it's free.
Yeah, no, it's good though.
Is there ads?
It gives you like one promo for an SBS show at the start, sort of thing. Like a bit like ABC iView, same sort of deal.
Yep.
They also have lots of foreign films on the SBS On Demand, which I've sort of flicked through.
You're not selling me. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Now I get it.
Check it out.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's better websites for foreign films.
Nah, SBS On Demand.
You think that's your go-to?
Jeez, I can give you my account if you want. You can see where I've paused it all.
I'm struggling to think that it'd be worth going on SBS Demand when there's other websites.
It's a very 13-year-old sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
All right, see ya.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.